Dear listener, join us this Halloween as we talk about spooky books, movies, and films we've devoured recently, as well as other things. We hope you've had quite a cozy October, and we wish you the most spectacular Halloween. Sincerely, the Shrinking Violets.
Hi, this is April.
And this is Lourdes.
And we're the Shrinking Violets.
And this is chapter 23, A Very Shrinking Violets Halloween.
Yeah. We're going to talk about all the Halloween stuff stuff we've been doing this month.
All the Halloween stuff. So, we'll talk about some of the movies, shows, music, books, and we'll play a little trivia at the end.
Yes.
Yay! Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, so let's start with Halloweeny films. What do you want to start with?
Well, I know we both watched, I think we were going to talk about Hocus Pocus too, just a little bit, since we've already kind of discussed it.
Yes.
Off the podcast. But overall, I guess, what would you...
Okay, so overall, I would say that it was a fun watch. It wasn't like a spectacular movie, but it was all right. It was all right.
Yeah, I also thought it was a fun thing to just watch during this time.
Yeah.
And then would I rewatch it? I think I would.
Yeah. Season.
Yeah, I'd go through watching the first one, like I do a year, and then I take a break, and then I watch it again, kind of. But yeah, it's not like the first, and the song they did was not that great. Well, the first one, it was kind of cringy.
Yeah. Well,
the witches are back or something.
Oh my god. Yeah, the fact that they sang when they came back felt weird, because in the first movie, they don't sing just out of nowhere. They sing on a stage. The singing is done on a stage. It's not a musical.
Yeah.
And in this time, they were singing. Who were they singing at?
Exactly. There was a reason to sing in the first one.
Yeah.
And I guess when they sing on the stage this time around to do their spell.
Yeah.
I still didn't care for that song that they chose, but at least it made more sense than that first one.
Yeah.
I liked all the the little changes. For example, their brooms.
Yeah.
They each got their own thing. Winifred still got a broom. And then what's the other one?
A Swiffer and a Roomba.
Yeah.
No, Roomba.
Exactly, because she got a mop on the first one.
Yeah.
And then the other one got a what was it? A vacuum, right?
Yeah.
And so Roomba, more modern.
Yeah.
I did like the whole scene there at the drugstore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good, because they basically were introducing them to skincare, trying to tell them that this is how they won't age, and they just did not get it.
Yeah. And I think that they just should have remained having them be the funny characters.
Yes.
And not so much the other characters.
The other characters, especially the character who I guess owned the shop.
Yeah.
That was actually the witch's old house or some such. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was trying to be funny, and it wasn't that funny.
He was kind of that plot was pointless to me.
Yeah. All it did was get Billy back. Billy, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not much.
I guess it would have been cooler if maybe the girls had found the candle, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, even though it's kind of already been done, I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know, the other part just it didn't really
his whole
add
thing
too much.
His whole thing with having been a kid when the first initial stuff happened, and then kind of being obsessed with it, and then kind of tricking the girls into calling the witches. That was weird.
That was very weird. There's just a lot of weird plot choices that they took. I also did like that at least they added, like I said, other things. For example, the girls that are dressed, they're basically Disney bounding the witches, the sisters. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was cute.
And then I guess we can talk about the end. The end was sad.
The end made me cry because, like, okay, she treats her sisters like trash,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, she doesn't want to be alone without them. And the fact that they were, she was gonna be alone without them, that was so
That
sad.
was pretty harsh. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
well, that's the wish, you know.
yeah, it
Um,
it was I
what
guess
was it?
we totally like missed the part where we kind of got their backstory by seeing them as young girls and how they became witches. So that they kind of tried to make them seem more what's the word? When you feel bad for them. Because if
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
if we hadn't seen,
Come, like, feel some sort of
there
compassion.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, and I guess if you would talk about them being young, I didn't understand why they were living by
I
themselves.
don't either. That did not make any sense.
Or, like, was the idea that their parents died, and I don't know.
It just didn't make sense. That part
It
just
didn't make sense.
I think it's because we understand history a bit more. Like the man coming saying that she had to marry that one kid, and I'm like, wait, but where are their parents? This isn't how this works.
I know.
Historically, what?
Yeah, like, why would they be living on their own?
Yeah, yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
Overall, it's fine.
Overall, it's fine. It's fine. It was fine.
Yeah. I did watch Werewolf by Night.
Yeah. What did you think about that?
I actually really liked it.
It's so so. I love what I okay. So in illustration and in photography, we learned about like uh film noir and
Yeah.
and this is what that is. It's just it's the most I feel like it's the most artistic Marvel thing
Hmm.
Marvel has ever done,
Yeah.
and it was just really beautiful to see. Now the
Yeah.
story. What did you think of the story?
Um, I liked the story. I mean,
Mhm.
it's not supposed to be something where you get everything about these
Place.
characters,
Yeah.
and it puts you in sort of like a Twilight Zone episode where
Yeah.
you're not gonna be told exactly what this world is.
Hmm.
This is just what's happening, and I think that's what makes it more scary, like more jarring,
Yeah.
that you're just put into this and you just gotta accept what's happening.
Yeah. There were a few parts that were a bit slow because they were just talking.
Hmm.
Um, those parts were okay, but like the overall thing, I was really, really into it. Really like wanting to know what the heck is happening. What's happening?
Yeah.
Um, and I love that they brought another Mexican actor into. Well, we actually don't have a lot of Mexican actors in Marvel, so this was
No, not
a treat.
so much.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty scary in the sense that we've never really seen Marvel like that except
Mm.
for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Um, the direction that they went with Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Um, but I like that the ending was pretty comical.
Yes, I love the ending. I
Yeah.
don't know, it's just so weird, but it's so fun.
Yeah, and I think he actually was the best choice
Uh-huh.
to like cast him because maybe because I remember him from the Science of Sleep, of how he can be in a role where there's supposed to be something serious,
Yeah.
but there's a sort of lightheartedness to the way like his personality
Yeah.
is. And he wasn't supposed to be this like scary werewolf.
Uh-huh.
He's just like some normal guy who,
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
he has like a charming
Yeah.
personality. Yeah, and I like the girl Elsa.
Hmm.
She seems interesting, and I would want to see more of these characters.
Yeah. And you said that hopefully they might somehow bring him in to
Yeah,
the Marvel movies. That would be cool.
yeah, that would be really cool because Yeah, it doesn't look like we have that many. And the character, he's supposed to be
Hmm.
Mexican, right?
I don't know.
Because I feel like I heard him talk in Spanish,
Oh wait, you're right. I think he did.
and then his face, and then he says like his painting, like, oh, I'm just honoring my ancestors.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. His
A-
face. You're right.
Yeah, and it was like painted,
Yeah.
kind of. So I don't know. Who
Me
knows?
neither.
I guess I would have to look that
Look
up.
into it more. Yeah.
And I like the tree creature. What's his name again?
The creature that was like everybody was trying to kill, but then
Tom or Ted or
something so simple. Really? Yeah.
yeah, he was funny. So oh, and then one other thing is that it was pretty gory. Like it wasn't just, oh, you're killing some alien. So okay, it kind of, you can separate yourself from that. It's killing other humans and
Yeah.
like chopping off their
You're
heads.
absolutely right. That that was a little weird because all of those people were, you know, I guess they weren't that innocent because they killed
No.
monsters.
Yeah,
But still weird.
kind of had a sense that these weren't great people.
Great people.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. It was truly an interesting Marvel experience.
Yeah. Oh, and then I did watch the Haunted Mansion, the Muppets one.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know that.
There's a Muppets Haunted Mansion, and that one it's like an hour long. It's pretty cute
Yeah.
because there's a lot of references to the actual like the ride. So it's pretty cool to see all the Easter eggs, and there's just little bits where it's like, ha, that's, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
And then also I didn't know that Darian Chris was in it.
What?
So yeah, so that was a nice surprise. He's only in it for the beginning
Okay.
for a song, and then at the end. But yeah, I was like, wait, that's Darian Chris.
We know him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know it was a thing, so
Yeah.
that's how little I know.
And then I think that's everything that I've really watched.
Yeah.
How about you?
That as for new things, yeah. And obviously my annual rewatch of Over the Garden Wall, and
Yeah.
that's it.
That's always, it's tradition.
It's a tradition.
So you want to talk about music?
Yes. So we wanted to talk about 5 Halloween songs that we like to listen to around this time. So my first one, and I don't know, this might be on yours. Drunk on Halloween by Wallows.
Mm-hmm.
Love that song.
I knew you were gonna put that one, so I decided not to.
Awesome. Another one, oh, also from Wallows, 1980s horror film. Love
Yeah.
that song.
That one's a funny one.
It's so funny. If you haven't seen the music video to that, listeners, watch the music video. It's too funny.
Yeah.
And it's about, basically it's about what's her name? Jane? No. What is her name? The lady who always plays the scream.
Oh,
Scream
Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yes, Jamie Lee Curtis is because she's always in, horror films.
Horror films.
I mean, it even goes, Jamie. No, hold on. Yeah, right, Jamie. I don't know say. So yeah. And then oh, okay. So there's this band called Dead Man's Bones, and if you haven't heard of them, it is actually Ryan Gosling and his buddy singing weird Halloween song.
Yeah.
You can
Which
listen
one
to
did
them.
you put? Because I put them down too.
I put Flowers Grow Out of My Grave.
Oh, okay.
I love that one. I like randomly I'll just start singing Flowers Grow Out of My Grave.
Yeah, I put
one.
In the Room Where You Sleep.
Oh, yes. It's so
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess now I have I think I haven't had an extra one. Oh, I have an extra one, so I can do that other one.
Okay. And then I have, and this one isn't really Halloweeny, but Pumpkin by The Regrets. It literally just because it has the word pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it.
So my first one, and it's like, it kind of explained different moods if you're you want scary or not so scary.
Mhm.
So she and him, I put Something's Haunting You.
Ooh.
It's more like love can be haunting,
Oh.
like you're cursed with loving this person.
Yeah.
And so that one's a not so scary one.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Modest Mouse, Satin in a Coffin. That one can kind of sound pretty scary. Number 3 is Vampire Weekend, Hudson.
Ooh.
That one sounds to me kind of like disorienting. And like you hear like the clicks of a clock, kind of like,
Ooh.
and then these other weird sounds that they chose to put in there.
Yeah.
And then I have Pentagram, Howling at the Moon. So that's if you want to dance, but it's also about werewolves. And then number 5 is Beirut, La Llorona.
Ooh.
And if you already like the classic Llorona song, well, there's this version that's just as pretty like haunting, and it's in English.
Nice.
And
I need to listen to that.
Yeah. So maybe we'll put them up when we put this episode and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
We shall do that.
And yeah, and I had the other one, but good thing that I wrote down another one just in case.
Just in case.
So for books.
Yes, the books that we have read. So we both, well, you reread and I read for the first time Ninth House for my other podcast. I thought that was a pretty good. That was a really good choice for October because Ninth House is like a dark academia book with gore and occult
fantasy
things, secret societies,
yeah,
and ghosts. There's lots of ghosts.
There's ghosts.
A lot of gory innards and
entrails.
Entrails. And like this person even describes himself being open. I won't go into that too much, but
being able to smell the food that they last ate.
But I mean, we enjoyed it. It's a good October book. If you are looking for a weird, freaky, scary book, it's not that scary, but
kind of.
Sometimes I did not want to read it at night.
It's definitely dark.
Yes, definitely dark, and it's in Yale, hence academia.
Yeah. Then you've also read.
I also read, or am reading, yes, because I was supposed to finish it, but I didn't. But it's called All Hail the Pumpkin Queen, which is a sequel to The Nightmare Before Christmas, and it is in the point of view of Sally. Is in Sally's point of view, and basically she's already a pumpkin queen because her and what's his face got married. So far I think it's kind of cute. It is the strangest thing about this book to me is having to envision it as an animated thing, because usually when you read books you envision everything as if it were a movie, like a real people, real movie kind of thing, not animation. So that's something that I had to like try to get into my head that's how it's supposed to look. It's very weird.
That's pretty funny because now that I hear that, I think about, when I read Kiki's Delivery Service.
Yes, how did you imagine that?
I imagined that as animated.
Oh. And was it easy or was it?
To me it was easy. But it's true, like if I didn't know that this was already an animated movie, would I have imagined it as real people, like a real witch?
Yeah. So I say read the book if you have nostalgia for The Nightmare Before Christmas. They do go to like a new world for their honeymoon. They go to the Valentine's Day land.
Aww.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten too far, but I'm already starting to get to the problem where Sally finds a new door and stuff happens to Halloween Town because she accidentally opened this new door, and I don't know yet what this new door was.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
This
interesting.
sounds cute. Would you say it's scary?
Not really. I mean, what I do like about like how they're trying to make it seem like the scary that the movie was she'll say things like, "Oh, I look into his face and the pits of his eyes just always make me feel some kind of way." It's like,
Oh. Anything else?
I wanted to read Nature Witches, yes. Will I get to it? I don't know. We only have a week left.
So I'm currently reading Bunny,
Yes.
which I'm not that far in, but automatically it's really weird the way that things are described. It's described pretty graphically.
Oh, more than Ninth House?
Yeah, but in a like R-rated kind of way.
Oh.
So, of course, like I know you and I both don't read those kind of things.
Yeah.
So, it kind of, I don't know, I didn't think that it was going to be like that.
Yeah.
So, as long as the story is good in the end,
yeah,
I'm going to be fine. But right
I'm
now,
gonna be fine.
right now, I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah.
I do definitely still want to keep reading it.
Okay.
There was I was talking to Brittany about it. Brittany at work, our coworker and friend, and I was telling her that it sounds like Janice talking about the plastic, you know, in Mean Girls.
Yes.
Like the way Janice would probably describe these kind of bimbo-y, but not so bimbo girls.
And I actually had absolutely no clue what this book is about.
Yeah. So just imagine kind of how she would describe them. Like,
okay.
Being kind of a smart ass about it.
So is the protagonist a girl?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But you're gonna tell me if I should read it or not.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I won't tell you too much because in case I do tell you, you should definitely read it.
Okay.
I don't want to give too much.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of a you either hate it or you love it kind of book. Well, I guess we'll see. I don't think I'll be able to finish it. We've got so much stuff coming up.
We do.
So who knows?
Who knows?
It's just to be a weird read in November. But I mean, it's okay.
It's okay.
Now we can go to a trivia kind of game, right?
Trivia.
Yeah. Trivia.
It's time to play a game, so why don't you join us? Join us to play a game. The questions will be great, or perhaps a little lame, but that's okay, 'cause it's just a game.
Okay, there's about 8 questions. It shouldn't be too hard. Okay, the first one. Can you name 3 of the most popular Halloween candy? So I have 10 written down, the top 10. And this is sales data collected by candystore.com. However, other articles that I read use this same data.
So, I want to say Snickers. What do we usually get on Halloween? Arrowheads.
Okay, that's not on the list.
M&Ms.
M&Ms are on the list. Yes.
And something gummy, but I can't think. Not dots.
Oh no.
Dude, I can't think. I think those are my guesses.
Okay. So number 1 is Reese's Cups.
Oh my god, I completely forgot.
Yeah. Number 2 is Skittles.
Oh my god. Duh.
3 M&Ms.
M&M's. Cool.
4 Starburst.
Starburst. Okay.
5, which is weird to me, Hot Tamales.
Hot tamales. What?
Yeah. I'm like, who? Okay. Anyway, number 6, Sour Patch Kids.
Okay.
7, Hershey's Kisses.
Okay.
8, Snickers.
Hey, Snickers is number 8. I would say
Yeah.
Snickers is number 1.
Number 9 is Tootsie Pops. Ugh.
What the heck?
That's
okay,
probably
Pops,
because it
the
comes
Pops.
in that bulk candy
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
And number 10, because it's probably seen as a classic, candy corn.
Candy corn. Okay. Cool.
Okay, number 2. So I'm gonna give you these. Okay, I think I wrote down 6. Yeah. 6 celebrities,
Mhm.
and then could you, if you can, could you maybe guess which celebrity dressed up as this? If not, I can give you, if you want, I can give you the 6 costumes,
Mhm.
and then the 6 celebrities, and you're just gonna have to match them to their costumes.
Okay, do the last one.
The last one?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first, I'm just gonna give you the celebrities.
Okay.
The first one is Harry Styles.
Okay.
2 is a group, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom.
Okay.
3 is Bella Hadid and The Weeknd.
Okay.
4 is Taylor Swift.
Okay.
5 is Heidi Klum.
Mhm.
And 6 is Lizzo.
Okay, let me see if I remember them all. I don't have a pen.
Okay, now here's the costumes that they dress up as. Baby Yoda,
Mhm.
Lydia and Beetlejuice, Elton John,
Mhm.
Squirrel,
Mhm.
Bill and Hillary Clinton, and the last one, Jessica Rabbit.
Okay.
So,
So
go ahead.
Harry Styles was Elton John.
Yay!
Yeah. These are the ones I know. And Taylor Swift was a squirrel.
Yes.
Um,
So you can do the ones that are a couple.
yeah. Wait, but now I'm curious. Who the heck was Baby Yoda? Who was the other one that was alone and not in a group?
Not in a group
Yeah.
is Heidi Klum or Lizzo.
Lizzo did Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh my god. And then
So that leaves
Heidi Klum was.
Do you remember the last one
I
that I
don't
said?
remember the last
It
one.
was Jessica Rabbit.
Heidi Klum was Jessica Rabbit.
Yes.
And
That
then
one is so freaky if you've ever
Yeah?
seen it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I
Heidi
don't.
Klum always goes.
Oh, you're right. Cause wait, was she the one who did the Shrek girl?
Yes.
Okay, I saw that.
She always used like prosthetics and
Yeah.
it's really good. She goes all out.
Okay. So then Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom
Mhm.
were
Were they Lydia and Beetlejuice or Bill and Hillary Clinton?
Bill and Hillary.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen that one. Now I have to see it. And then
It's pretty good.
So The Weeknd and
Bella Hadid. Yeah,
were
were Lydia and Beetlejuice.
Those last ones I have not seen, so I'll look them
Oh.
up.
Yeah, you can look them up. I love seeing celebrities and how
Yeah.
they dress up.
Yeah.
It's always really, because it's sometimes some of them do, like, they use their money to
Uh-huh.
make really good
Really good
costumes.
ones.
And
Yeah.
then some of the times it's just a cheap costume. And I'm like, why? You have so
Yeah.
much money.
Yeah.
And you can have people make these things for you.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have to wear it.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3, never winning a Best Director Oscar. So he never won
Never.
a Best Director Oscar award. This director made the following films:
Mhm.
Rear Window, Vertigo, and The Birds.
Mhm.
Who's
Hancock.
the director?
Hancock. Or
Oh, okay. Yes,
Hitchcock. Hitchcock.
I know who you're talking about. Yay! You got
Yay.
it.
Yay.
Now, how do you pronounce this? Dance? Is it dance macabre?
Macabre.
Macabre?
Mhm.
Is it painting or metaphorical work of art that depicts dead and live dancers, usually of low and high ranking positions? So it could be peasants and beggars to like an emperor and a pope. What are they seen dancing with?
Skeletons?
Yes,
I actually
skeletons.
don't know what you're talking about. That was just a guess.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's dancing with basically death, and it's just a way to. It's kind of a memento mori sort of situation
So,
where,
so you're saying it's like a genre of painting, or?
yeah,
Okay,
kind of, yeah,
okay.
and it's like to remember that it doesn't matter like who you are. In the end, you're all gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah. And usually it's seen that they're dancing with somebody that so skeletons are people that are already kind of dead. So those that are already dead are seen more lively, and the peasants and the emperors and those characters that are drawn or painted are seen more kind of ghoulish, more like lethargic.
Yeah,
looking.
now I have to look this up.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's just because I went on this whole that's Halloween started, and honestly, it has a lot of roots in like Christianity.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fun times.
Number 5. What were the first jack-o'-lanterns made out of?
I'm guessing not pumpkins because that would be too obvious.
Yeah.
Okay. Gourds. Different types of gourds.
Wait, you gotta tell me.
Why?
Yeah, you gotta tell me a specific one.
Okay. What's the specific gourd? What is that freaking? That's a gourd, but what's its name? Squash. It was a squash.
It was made out of actually a turnips.
Ah!
Yeah. And that originated in Ireland and Scotland.
Okay.
And it was set to because they wanted to ward off evil spirits or unwanted travelers.
With their turnips.
And then the Irish and Scottish immigrants then brought that tradition to North America, and they changed it to pumpkins.
Cool.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to look up turnip like jack-o'-lanterns, please do so because those are terrifying.
I'm gonna look those up.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, jack-o'-lanterns are cute compared to these weird.
Grotesque? Are they? Would you say they're grotesque?
They're supposed to carve out like the face, so it just has like slits for eyes, slits for mouth. It just looks very scary.
Okay.
Number 6. A superstition. Which animal is associated with bad luck?
Cats.
What kind of cat?
Black cats.
A black cat. I looked it up, and it says that the origins, it kind of goes back to like ancient Egypt, and how black cats were seen as divine symbols. But apart from that, in the 13th century, there was an official church document, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's it's like Vox, Vox in Rama, and it was issued by Pope Gregory the IX, in which he declared that cats were an incarnation of Satan.
Wait, okay, so this was a declaration by the Pope. So is this still true? Like, is that declaration still true? Because like, did they ever like?
Just kidding.
You know, like did they ever just do they ever erase their old declarations because they sound stupid?
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, that's
interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Poor cats.
Poor cats, what they ever do to you?
I
Well, maybe
know.
scratched
There's
you
a lot
and-
of black cats outside of my house. So I always wave to them when I go out to my car to go to work. I'm like,
Aw.
hi, kitty. How we say? They're always just trying to chill
Little do you
underneath
know
my
you're
car.
talking to Satan.
I know. I'm talking directly to Satan, apologizing that I have to move my car and they're not gonna be warm anymore.
Oh.
Number 7. So, what sort of mask does Michael Myers wear in Halloween?
I heard what sort of math does Michael Myers like geometry? He wears a hockey
Math
mask.
is scary, okay?
A hockey mask?
Okay, that's a good guess. So it's actually William Shatner. Do you know
What?
that? Do you know the actor William Shatner
I can't remember how
from
he looks.
Star Trek?
The one who does he play?
The main guy.
The main guy. I actually don't know the main guy of Star Trek.
So okay. Well, either way,
Yeah.
this person right there, the directors.
Oh, Michael Myers. I
Yeah.
always get them confused. So wait, so it's the actor's face they made it to a
Yes.
mask?
Yes. So there was these faces there. I think maybe in the episode they had created his face or something for whatever reason. And these directors, I think because they had like a low budget, they were looking at all these masks that were already there. And so they said, we just gotta pick the scariest looking one and we'll change it up anyway. So they picked the William Shatner one and they widened his eyes and they painted it white.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so I mean it could have been Spock, you know, Leonard Nimoy's, but I guess he wasn't the scariest looking one.
That's pretty funny.
And the last one, you just got to give me a number.
Okay.
How many witches were executed during the Salem witch trials?
Holy shoot, you want me to count all the witches?
It's just a guess.
Oh, well, then 0.
How would you be counting? Do you know them by name?
0, because we don't actually know if any of them were actually witches.
How many quote unquote?
Okay, quote unquote. Then, because they thought they were witches.
Yeah.
Let's see. Like, is it like a big number, like 500?
No.
Is it a
It's
small
not that
number?
big.
Like
It's not
20?
that big of a number. What did you say?
20?
Yeah, 20.
No freaking way!
20. And none of them were actually like burned. They were just, it was just by
Drowned?
hanging.
Oh,
No,
hanging.
by hanging.
Okay.
Poor ladies that were accused to be witches. They had nothing to do with the occult.
Uh-huh.
But, crazy times back then.
Yeah. You did anything like a cartwheel and you were a witch.
You were a witch. Yeah, that's about it for my trivia. Good job.
Yay!
The last one, I guess, to close this off is just to talk about what our costumes are gonna be.
Yes. Wait, first, let's talk about what our costumes are right now.
Oh, right now. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. So my costume is a Victorian bat lady.
Victorian Bat Lady! I've heard of her. No, I haven't.
Wait, let me sit back down.
So
Oh,
I
okay.
asked April to put down the hatchet
Oh, yes.
in the room because
Mhm.
I knew that I wouldn't be able to hold one. But I'm supposed to be Thor on Halloween.
Oh.
In the new movie, there's a scene where he and what's her face are in Halloween or dressed up on Halloween, and
Yes.
he's a hot dog with his Thor hammer.
Yeah, okay. I
I'm
get
Thor!
it now. So, this year we'll be dressing up on the 27th. 11th, I'm gonna dress up for work.
Yes.
And I'll be dressing up as my past costume, and I was Danny Dennison from Hocus Pocus.
Yay.
So I'm just gonna be reusing that one for that day.
Cute. Cute. Cute.
Yeah. And then for actual Halloween day on the 30, oh wait,
For the
on
29th.
on the 29th, I'm gonna dress up because that's a party. I'm gonna dress up as I'm gonna dress up as Wirt
Yeah.
over the garden wall. Finally.
This is a year in the making.
Honestly, I'm really happy that I waited.
Yeah.
And I knew that because I knew I was gonna just create just a fast version of it if I were to have done it last year. Especially because I would have had to make my whole cape, and that was proving to be kind of stressful for me. But this time around, I bought something that was already like a cape coat online, and it's like a jean material, but because it's so dark, it still works.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. And that means that you are gonna be.
I'm gonna be Greg on the 29th. Yes.
Yay.
And wait, and I do want to mention that because we're going to the Harry Styles concert on the 28th. I'm going to be Harry Styles with his fish in his backpack. to the best that I can, because he has this really cool jumpsuit that, like, where would I get it?
It's really hard to find something like that.
So anyways, yes, fish bag. That is gonna be I at the concert.
Yeah, and I mean, we're not going to actual Halloween, but we all kind of wanted to dress up, and I'm gonna be how he's dressed for stand up to cancer, and he's just doing mundane things.
Yeah.
I really wanted to get something like a teacup purse or something, because he's all just drinking, making himself some tea and those clips, but I couldn't find anything.
Dang it.
Yeah, I'm like, no. But I made the vest because I could have bought it, so somebody recreates the Carrie stuff and they can buy it. You can buy it on Etsy.
Yeah.
But I said, it's okay, I'll just make it. And I just finished that last night. So
nice. Oh, I still haven't finished my teapot for Greg, but it will get done. It'll get done. And then on Halloween, we're gonna be fairies. Yes. Hey, this is the most active Halloween.
I know. I'm gonna be like a forest fairy.
Yeah, mushroomy
fairy. How about you?
I'm gonna be a forest fairy that just has like a forager of acorns.
Yeah, more woodsy.
More woodsy. I'm gonna be a friend to the squirrels.
Yes,
that's me. That is I. Well, or are we in competition? I don't know. One of those.
Oh, a competition with the squirrels?
Yeah, because I'm foraging for acorns. They're foraging for acorns. I can't imagine us getting along.
No, you can build an alliance. With the squirrels.
We'll do that.
Okay. But yeah, that's basically it. That is how we celebrate Halloween in the month of October.
Yes, with friends and dressing weird things,
making stuff,
going to concerts, because we've got nothing better to do, as my mom would say.
This is all very important stuff. Okay.
I agree.
All right. I don't know when this episode has come out, but
yes, hopefully.
Do we know what we're doing in November?
I don't
Probably
think we
not.
do.
So
yes,
just stay tuned. All right. Bye.